your places, Hufflepuffs.
I'm a Slytherin. What can I say?
Yeah, especially with everything we know about Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson now. It's like they were probably the bad guys the whole time anyway. So,
and then I mean, if you want to boost that that joke, what's his name? Malfoy's actor came out and was like, "You all need to like be quiet," and so did Voldemort. Ralph Fiennes and Draco both came out and were like, "All of the stuff against J.K. Rowling is insane. You guys need to like breathe."
I think the best one is Luna Lovegood though, because she had Luna had actually like bought into like all that crap and was kind of parroting a lot of what these people were saying, and then she was like, yeah, I bet JK like kind of like talked to her or like at least did some kind of like communication with her, and then she probably went around and did her own research and everything, as she said she did, and was like, yeah, this stuff is absolutely nuts, crazy. Like, I'm like taking all that back. I don't want to do that anymore. This stuff is insane.
A couple of things. Leslie Tarkin says that I thought that the Hufflepuffs were environmentalists. Yeah, autistic. That's what I said. Second of all, yeah, this whole thing is hilarious with the whole like trans activists and just their war with J.K. Rowling. Because it's like one thing that I've noticed about these people is that when they war with you, they war to the death. It's like, look, get over it. Like, how many years has it been since she made her initial statement that was like, oh, we can never forgive her for anything? And now it's like every time there's like a Harry Potter project announced, it's like these people just like spurg out online and on the internet. It's like, guys, get over it at this point. Like, just move on.
So I want to take.
They need an enemy to like push their crap. Like that's the entire thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of more on Spencer's thinking here too. Like the other way I look at this is that these people always double down, triple down, quadruple down, and they are never going to stop because they are. I mean, it goes back to what we were talking about at the top of the show. These people are also influenced by the great enemy, and they hate Jesus Christ and God, and they want to destroy people's lives. And this whole transgender movement is an attack on people's very beings because they think that you can change your sex, which you cannot do. It is impossible.
I mean, it's not
how
only
many drugs you take, no matter how many surgeries you perform, you cannot change your sex.
It's not only that, it's even more sinister than that because, yeah, cross-dressing is one thing, and that's frowned upon, too, in the Bible as well, but there's also a very specific reference about mutilating your genitalia, especially if you're a man, and we're starting to see a lot more female to, I guess male to female transgenders going through a lot of, let's just call it irreversible surgeries that are going to leave a permanent mark on their mental well-being, especially considering the fact that the suicide rate of transgender people, I think, is double of like actual war veterans at this point, which is something that probably should be addressed, which is never going to, by the way. But
yeah, it's. I mean, these people need prayers, lots of prayers, lots of help. But again, they're not going to stop. Like, I mean, we're seeing it. They aren't stopping. They literally spurred out over her liking a tweet. That's how all of this started. Was her liking a tweet from a British woman who was like suing the government because she got fired from her job because she said that men couldn't become women and women couldn't become men. I'm paraphrasing what she said, but like she liked that tweet, and that's how all this all blew up, was because they spurred out on her from a tweet, and like they're not going to stop. These people are not going to stop. So it doesn't matter how many owns you get.
Won't stop.
How many owns you get, like Hogwarts Legacy making lots of money and stuff like that. These people, it's not about like that game making a lot of money. Sure, they would celebrate the game not making money and they would chalk that up as a win if it did. But at the end of the day, they don't really care about that. They care about trying to destroy J.K. Rowling, people who are actively opposing what they believe, and they want to smear her and do everything that they possibly can to destroy her character. And eventually they want to create enough pressure where that she caves and she'll join them. And I don't want to say that I agree with everything J.K. Rowling says, because I actually disagree with a lot of the things that she says on this matter, but they disagree a little bit with her. I probably disagree way more than they actually do with J.K. Rowling on a lot of this stuff, but that little bit is too much because they also know how much influence she does have over our culture. Harry Potter is enormous cultural property, and there's a reason why.
Giant, yeah.
There's a reason why Zaslav wants to do more of this stuff. I mean, Hogwarts Legacy shows how that is. I mean, I read it. Like everyone was reading Harry Potter when I was in middle school. So
same here.
Yeah. Is Volume Dealer calling me Josh? Like he's been doing that.
No, I think he's making fun of Jacob. I think that's what it is because the boys over at Comics Division the other week were like could not get his name right.
Oh yeah, specifically Toxic Man Flu.
Yeah, it was Tox. That's right.
He literally called me Josh in the Twitter feed, hyping me up for the show. So
and on the show, they'd be like, "Yeah, I mean, like let's hear what Josh has to say." And Jacob's like, "Not my
name." All right, let's go through this. Spencer, do you want to lead us through this one?
Let me pull back up the window.
Cider's going to scroll down.
Okay, yes. Well, I mean the window for StreamYard. I was looking at.
Okay. That's the book I read. I remember that one.
That cover is classic. So Nerdigans wrote this one. I edited it. Basically, it's all John said. They announced this series, and now the activist Rainbow Brigade is losing their minds and calling for, if you support this, you support transphobia, you support everything she said. Like, they're losing their minds. It's such an insane mentality. What's up, Jacob? I thought you were going to say something.
No, not this time.
So yeah, we can just scroll down Cider and see it's insane. Like this is what right here. Just a friendly reminder that J.K. Rowling is basically the leader of a trans genocide campaign that I typoed. But sure, enjoy your precious Harry Potter at the expense of trans lives. Like this is what I don't understand. What rights do you guys not have? Nobody is out there killing you. Nobody is calling for you to be rounded up. Like it's insane. I don't know how you can say.
Have you guys? Just real quick, have you guys seen the Scooby-Doo meme where it's like, now let's see who's committing all these trans murders, and it's like literally themselves.
It's the flag. You pull it off. It's the flag.
Exactly.
It's insane. Like it's all. And it's that constant victimization that we were just talking about. Like everything John said is valid, but then you got to realize, aside from wanting to tear it down, they just want to boost themselves. Like they want to tear you down to make themselves feel better. So all of this, if they don't convince you every day that there's a genocide going on against them, that they're all being rounded up and summarily executed, then no one's going to believe them. Because if you look for a second, it's just okay, yeah, people don't like you and people don't like what they're pushing, but nobody is out here calling for all of you to be shot in the head. It's insane. There's this great South Park episode where Mr. Garrison, when they're parodying President Trump, he walks by a Whole Foods and there's a guy there and he goes, "Hey, do you have a moment for gay rights?" And Mr. Garrison just goes, "What rights? You've got them all. What do you guys want now?" And he just walks past him.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just projection and psychosis all rolled into one, because it's they're in their minds, everyone's just out there just to viciously murder them, yet they're the ones that are going in convenience stores with axes and just hitting people in the head. It's what world do you live in? It's like the people who call us bigots against witches. It's really witches? Now you're a bigot if you don't support witches.
Class.
Yeah. Just can we scroll up a little bit? Go back to that other one. I know you're talking about kind of imagery here. I did find it interesting that this person's Twitter handle, what it reads, obviously is just full of degeneracy. But then it also has I don't know, why is there a snake next to his? I don't know. I just find that really interesting. Like a lightning bolt, a snake, and then the flag. I don't know. What do you think, Jacob? We were talking about the symbolism and imagery earlier. Maybe I should call him Josh. Maybe he responds to that.
Oh, here's a question.
Yeah.
Literally, was getting buzzed by somebody else right as you said that, so I did hear it. Go say it again.
Yeah, so looking at this person's Twitter handle here, there's Samuel with the lightning bolt, the snake, and the flag. We were talking about kind of like symbolism imagery. Nano Reaper, I think, is looking at as the most optimistic here. He's saying that is a Slytherin symbol. But
how do you have a Harry Potter symbol with a trans flag in your thing? Like, by their own,
especially
like,
when you're trying to like,
you're
trying to cancel it all, right?
Yeah, you're asking for these people to make common sense and logic, because that's your problem.
The snake is interesting too, because obviously in the Old Testament, that is the symbol that God commands Moses to put on the staff to heal all the snake bites that he sent to them. And that's the symbol that we now use as doctors, right? That's the symbol for physicians that's still used today.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah, just a quick little off-topic thing, but it's like, it's funny when you read the Old Testament, and like you just get to a point like reading it, it's like, how many times, like it's literally the SpongeBob meme, like how many times do we have to teach you this lesson? It's like, because they keep rebelling like over and over again. It's like, bro, at what point do you just stop?
Oh, and it's all the Marvels there too, Cider. Yeah, thank you for pointing
that's
that out.
That's what I was gonna point out, is like, look at her avatar. Like, this is Marvel's audience. This is who, or him, or